Welcome, everybody. And we are live for Mindset Monday. What Dave and I want to go over is having you guys start the year very strong. Like, what can you do to get ready to make 26 the best year of your life, right? And I know everybody says this is very cliche. Um, and first off, I hope all you guys had a very Merry Christmas. All right. But what are some things that you can do? Well, one, I would take inventory of what you accomplished the last year, what you still want to get accomplished. What are some of the habits that are really been serving you? What are some of the habits that, hey, if these went away, you'd probably be way more productive, whether it's doom scrolling or something else that you're distracted by. Really take inventory of that, right? Figure out where you're at. And then look at like also some financial habits. Everyone says this new year, new me. Well, I don't really buy into that. I just try to get better each and every day. I don't do it by year basis, but when you have markers like this, it allows you to go back in and actually see like, hey, let's take a snapshot of the last 12 months. What did I do that was really good? What did I add? What can I get rid of that's really going to serve me? Like for me, doom scrolling, I get caught up with that. I added so many good habits, but that is one that does not serve me, and it's something I need to fix. Right? Being more consistent on content is something that I want to do. Right? Uh, my charity project is a big project that I'm going to be working on, and that's going to have a lot of my focus. So take that inventory, really be honest with yourself, and also do this with everybody that's really close to you in your life. Right? Do it with your kids. Do it with your wife. And try to get your whole your biggest circle right to level up because it does matter. And when you're teaching your kids at this age, right, this is something that gets programmed into them. I don't want to say program, but it's just another tool in their tool belt that they can use to improve themselves when, hey, maybe you're not there. Dave, what are your thoughts on this? Who we got?
Yeah, man, 100%. I think going in the most important thing, people come out the blocks fast. I mean, you and I, we were just talking about gym culture right before we hopped on, and everybody coming in. And I think everybody kind of comes in with this wide angle lens, like, yeah, I'm gonna get ripping at the gym, like, yeah, but they don't see that they try to look too far ahead instead of just left foot, right foot, one foot at a time. And I think it's great to look that far ahead, but I think even me, it's something I got to get better at is just win the day, right? Like
Yeah.
win every day. It's great to have these yearly goals. It's great to have quarterly goals. It's great to have monthly goals. But what are you looking on a daily basis? And I think more importantly is, did you win the day? Do you have your non-negotiables set in every single day? And are you hitting them? So, I'm with you on the doom scrolling thing, but also if you do win that day, it does give you some time to maybe slack off a little bit and be like, all right, man, I won my day. I got everything done that I needed to get done. What's next? Hopefully it should be spent more time, right? With
Yep.
another key word here, intentionality. And I think for me, one of the big things is coming in is have lock non-negotiables for daily, right? Like don't look too far ahead. It's great to have the quarter, it's great to have the month, but what are you doing on a daily basis? 75 hard runs similar to that. If you can get the physical and mental down, then how about the daily, everything else from business, from spirituality that I think a lot of people neglect, but realistically the standards and the step-by-step movements are pretty much the same. They're no different. And I think I said this a week ago. We as humans, man, we overcomplicate everything.
Yeah, we do.
like, like we just make it shit like way harder than it needs to be.
Yeah, I love that. You're right. Have that intentionality. But we had a question here. What's your advice on starting your very own tattoo shop? That's a great question.
Wow.
I don't know where you're at, right? But here's the reality of the situation is what I would do is I would start, if you know you want to do it, start an entity, LLC. Okay, start building out your business credit day one, and you're going to have to obviously get your equipment. So get your equipment. I don't know, you know, do you have experience with tattoos? I'm not sure, but what I would do is I would get myself out there. Tattoos are something that is it's really easy to advertise because you could do before and after, right? So I would get a Rolodex of really good work, make and post about your work. I would draw sketches. Okay. I would put a lot of content on places like um, Instagram. I would use what is it? TikTok.
TikTok. Yeah.
TikTok. Yeah, I would be heavy on TikTok and Instagram, and I would be showing your portfolio everywhere. And then I would have a page where they could book or get a consultation, just a call, right? And I think that's a really good starting point. And listen, if you needed startup money, right, you could always use a term loan to do that. I would tell you not to quit your job, right, until you have this thing rolling. A lot of people make that mistake. Some people like that type of pressure. Other people, I would go slow and steady and get it done that way.
That's good.
All right.
People things to demonstrate on. I think Instagram is probably your best place to show your work. My cousin's a tattoo artist in Denver. She used to be head graphic design, like VP for Jordan brand for Nike, and then things happen, life happens, and she decided to start her own tattoo practice. She's an employee, by the way. She doesn't even own the shop, but she had a big following for just the work she did at Nike and creating sneakers for Nike that carried over in the tattoos. So you're changing your whole audience now, but because of what she showed on Instagram over the last 6 months to a year, she's already booked out till May.
Yeah.
And she's an employee, by the way. She doesn't even own the company. So, just show your work.
Yeah, I think that's huge because the proof is absolutely verifiable, through pictures. So get as many testimonials, referrals as you can. Make sure you're posting them everywhere. Post your work there, and it should be a smooth run. And we wish you the best with it. That's exciting.
Yeah, awesome. Congrats to you.
Yeah. So back to getting the year right. Dave said one thing, and he said something over and over and over again. It's winning the day. Okay. Stop looking at things as it's a 30-day sprint, it's a 60-day sprint, it's a 90-day sprint. Break things down into smaller, more achievable goals. Focus on the habits that you need every single day. Okay. Nail those habits, lock those habits in. And then from there, keep pushing forward and making sure that what your tasks are lining up with what your overall plan is. Right. So let's break this down in terms of the tattoo shop. All right. I'm planning on starting after this. I'm sorry, this is bullshit. Stop with them starting in the future. Okay. The reality is you could start your legal entity today. You want to do it early because that will extend your time in business. Meaning if you start it today versus in 6 months from now, okay, it's going to look like the entity's 6 months older. The reason that matters is because that will impact the types of lending that you can have access to. So I would start it today, right? I would start building business credit today. It's not something you have to do every day, but those are good starts. I would figure out what kind of CRM you might want to run. Go High Level is fantastic, right? And then I would start getting your work out there on Instagram, and I wouldn't even do anything, just post work and share work, post work and share work, right? And why this is so relevant is because this is how the average mind works. Is, hey, I'm going to do it over here. Well, most of the time, some shit comes up, you don't do it, or you don't do it on time, you keep putting it off, and then it's a burden instead of an opportunity, right? So focus on, if you really want to change and have a really, really strong 26, everybody should be trying to figure out what they want to get done and set their daily goals around it and making sure you're hitting them each and every single day. And to me, that's always worked best.
Yeah. I would start now and listen, I'm just a dumb guy here from Pennsylvania. Okay. But I'm online right now. I found any tattoo machine from $100 to $600 to $1,000. And back in the day, I'm a dumb guy. Okay. Friday night, Saturday night, people get lit up at the bar and be like, hey man, let's go back to my place and get some tattoos. And then the party would continue. And I have no tattoos, by the way, but it would be funny as shit to watch people get tattoos late at night, either for free or be like, hey man, give me $50 You like it? Yeah, it's all goofy looking, but all jokes aside, listen, you figure it out, get a start. I don't know how your school would like that, but set up shop in your dorm or your apartment. The whole point is you're gonna find a way or find an excuse.
Yeah.
Maybe you might not want to take that advice. I don't know.
I'll agree with that last part. Okay. I'll agree with that last part. Poor girl's gonna get kicked out of school for fucking having tattoo parties in a dorm.
No.
All right. Anyway, guys, appreciate you for tuning in. We'll catch you on Financial Fitness Friday. And yeah, thanks. Share this with somebody. Take care, guys.
Be great, y'all. Go get that tattoo.